Welcome back to the Two Guys, Two Seamen podcast. It is episode 96.
Craig.
And I am joined by Chad and Michael. What's up, guys?
Hello.
Howdy.
So great to be on the Two Guys, Two Seamen podcast.
Now recording.
on the NFL Sunday morning.
And that's the first words that the people on Spotify will hear.
Exactly.
Wow.
Welcome to the Two Guys, Two Seamen podcast.
What a great intro.
Wait,
Couldn't
sorry, one
Couldn't
guy,
have said
two
it better
seamen.
myself. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Wait, one guy, two seamen. That's close to something I've heard before. It should be two guys, one seaman.
Yeah.
Seaman's on the
Don't
bottom.
Google search that. Don't Google search that.
Okay. Well, one of my favorite podcasts or shows I listen to is Two Pros and a Cup of Joe. So it could be two seamen and a cup of Joe. There you go. Sounds pretty gross, but
All right. Well, before we get canceled, before we get started on this one, got football to get to. We got World Series. NBA is back in full swing. Got a few things to get to. Let's start in baseball. So
the baseball's still going on.
No,
Yes,
it's not.
it is still going on.
It's not.
I swore it ended like
It
2.5 weeks ago or
It
something.
did.
Man,
It did.
I didn't realize there was baseball games.
I know. This must be the start of the season or something. I don't know.
This is like exhibition.
Probably. I think most of the country
Spring
wishes it
training
was an
Friday.
exhibition.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. Spring training now. Yeah. So World Series, Yankees, Dodgers. The game one came down to your former hero, Chad. Freddie Freeman hit a grand slam in the bottom of the 10th after they intentionally walked Mookie Betts.
That was a mistake.
They walked Betts to get the bases fully loaded, and they decided to take their chances with Freddie Freeman, who has now, if we're fast forwarding to this moment in time, has hit 4 straight home runs in 4 straight World Series games going back to his time with the Braves. So he's one shy of tying the record of 5 straight. We'll see if he does that tomorrow night. But yeah, Freddie Freeman, I was actually driving back from Lexington when this game was happening, and we go to the bottom of the 10th. I had to pull over and watch it. Sitting on the side of a highway watching a baseball game is not, if you told me 3 years ago that's what I would be doing, I wouldn't believe you.
Yeah,
and
I slept
then
through that because the game didn't exist in my mind.
Pretty nuts though.
It is pretty nuts.
Pretty
It is
crazy.
good for Freddie. You know, he didn't leave the Braves on Braves fans on bad terms. We know what happened. We know that someone fucked up, and you know they didn't talk. People didn't talk to each other, and Freddie's like, "All right, I guess I'm not wanted." Even though everyone wanted him, someone shit the bed on that one, but we still got a World Series out of him. So good for Freddie. Not for the Dodgers.
Somebody in the Braves department was trying to recover from the pandemic finances or something. They're like, "Oh man, we got to pay Freddie." Well, they probably should have paid Freddie.
And then game 2 was last night. It was Freddie Freeman again hit another home run, and then Edman hit one, and Teoscar Hernandez hit one. But the Yankees made it interesting in the 9th. They were down 4-1. They got a run in. Then they got their bases loaded. And Dodgers made a pitching change. And the first pitch that he made, it was similar to Freddie Freeman's in game 1, where it was just a fastball down the middle, and the guy hit it, but he didn't have the Freddie magic, and he was caught out. in center field near the wall. So that's how game 2 ended. So the Dodgers went up 2-0 and going to New York tomorrow. But the biggest story so far outside of Freddie Freeman is Ohtani got hurt yesterday. He was stealing to second, and when he was sliding, he put his left hand down, and he apparently popped his shoulder out of socket.
Well, it's a good thing y'all are paying the $2 extra billion to a bunch of other guys that can take his place, and step up. So, I mean, it shouldn't be that big of a loss.
If it's a
only,
loss.
it's only $1 billion loss.
700 million. And actually, it's not even that. It's only 20 million.
It's 800 million. What are you talking about?
It's only 20 million
It's
because he
fucking
deferred all of it.
Yeah. So the Dodgers in 10 years, the Dodgers payroll is gonna go from like 36 million to like $1 billion because of his lump sum payment.
Yep.
Hopefully, it gets in a state that's not taxable. No state tax.
It's obviously the biggest stars, Ohtani and Aaron Judge. Both of them have not looked good so far in these 2 games. Really, in the playoffs, overall, neither one of them has looked that great. I think Judge is now like 6 of 39 or something.
Playoffs
with
are
no
different.
home runs. Yeah.
You know what? I mean, as good as those players are, everybody like their whole game plan is to try and shut the best player down, right? It's the Bill Belichick thing. Like we're gonna take away your number one target, so they gear up every inning when they know that batter is coming up to do that. I mean, I know the Padres they traded for a lefty, to face Ohtani in the playoffs. I think he faced him 5 times and struck out Ohtani 5 times. Even though the Dodgers won, obviously when they put him in against that guy that they got him for, teams are just gonna try their best. Now, you could also just have Freddie Freeman, and it doesn't matter what matchup. But, yeah, those guys got to show up too when you're the number one. They're gonna fans in those cities are gonna riot if you don't do anything. They'll remember.
Judge is currently 1 for 9 in the World Series. He was 0 for 4 yesterday with 3 strikeouts.
Not
So
ideal.
That's Judge's stats so far. But Ohtani hasn't looked good either. So
Well, now he doesn't look good at all.
No. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Game 3 is tomorrow night.
Who are the starters for Game 3?
The Bronx. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I tell you what, Yamamoto played great yesterday. He 6 1/3 innings pitched, and he only gave up 1 run. It was a home run to Soto. That was it. That's pretty good.
Walker Buehler and Clark Schmidt. The Yankees are favored. -155.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. It always comes down to pitching, right?
Yep.
And right now the Dodgers are getting home runs, and the Yankees are not, except for Juan Soto. That's the only guy that seems to be getting home runs for them. So maybe you just intentionally walk him from now on, since he's basically their only offense.
I would. You can strike out Judge. Soto's a better hitter than Judge.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, Judge hits more home runs, but Soto's a better hitter.
Yeah.
I don't know why the Padres decided to give up. I guess they didn't have enough money to pay him, and the Yankees did. Because the Yankees have an unlimited supply of money, and the Padres don't.
I mean, they did get a starting pitcher, like pitched a no hitter this season. I mean, it's not like they got decent amount of return.
Yeah, but you
from the players they
gave
got.
up one of the best hitter, probably the best hitter in the league. Well, you get
we also had our
we
also had our like fuck it, I don't care, I'm gonna spend whatever because I know I'm dying owner. He passed away, and so like we had a whole new regime, and so like Padres went from top 2 or 3 salary last year, and obviously they crashed and burned, and they were like middle of the pack. They were like 15. So because they had to get rid of Juan Soto, apparently, But yeah, that's the difference between being a New York and an LA team and being going back to Padres. Got unfortunately RIP Peter Seidler are back into the normal spending habits.
Can't imagine being an LA or a New York fan.
Yeah, it's hard. It's still harder to come to terms with the fact that I'm an LA Chargers fan. I usually don't say LA Chargers. I just say
the Chargers. Yeah.
All right, so game 3 tomorrow night, 8:08 is the first pitch.
You know who I'm cheering for, Brian? I'm officially declaring who I'm cheering for in the Dodgers Yankees series.
Both teams playing.
You ready for this? I'm rooting for the umps. I hope the umps get them. I hope they eject as many players as they want. Like, feel free. Get all the calls wrong so you can eject more players. I don't care. That would be awesome. If
there hasn't been a single argument.
Fucking World Series.
There hasn't been a single argument yet.
I know. I need that to happen because that will bring me joy. That's the only thing that will.
There's been a few bad calls, but overall, I think it's been great actually.
Or
it's been
you can start plunking each other.
Do what?
Start plunking each other.
Oh yeah, each other.
Go for it, Michael.
I was just saying this is like one of the most watched World Series ever because of Ohtani. Basically, the whole country of Japan's watching because.
Oh
yeah.
Like Japan had like more views than we did, or something like that.
Oh yeah, by far they have like 12.5 million. US had like 4 million.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. At least Angel Hernandez is not in this, so.
Dude, if you had a map, it'd be like LA and New York, and then it would be the rest of the country would be completely dark, and then
except for one little dot in Louisville. Yes.
Nope. And then Japan is just completely lit up, the entire fucking country.
And it's in the morning over there for them.
Oh shit.
When this game was happening. It's 8:00 in the morning or whatever.
Morning baseball. I guess that's a reason to drink in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Especially on a Saturday. Or it would have been a Sunday for them, I guess. Right? It would have been Sunday morning.
Yeah, so fuck the Dodgers, right?
Yeah.
All right. I think that's good on the World Series coverage.
All right, on to college football. So yesterday, a lot of the top teams won, but Ohio State was a little iffy coming down to the wire. They survived Nebraska, and it definitely came down to the fourth quarter. But it was not a good look for Ohio State. I know they won, but I think they drop out of they might drop out of the top 5, I think, with this win, because Texas wins at 5, and then Miami won at 6. And Texas beat a ranked team in Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt, look at Vanderbilt. They're fucking good.
Mm-hmm. That's what happens when you. Yeah, well, it's the SEC. Yeah. when you beat Alabama, you move up the rankings pretty quick, So, but yeah, Ohio State barely survived OSU or Nebraska, but Indiana has improved to 8-0, and they were 13th in the country going into yesterday's game. So they might make a push into the top 12, maybe.
I mean, it's
We'll see.
impressive.
It is.
Their coach is just that good.
It's always weird seeing a basketball blue blood do really well in with a football for like the first time. You're like, whoa, what are you doing? You're not supposed to be here.
Like, yo, I've been good since Antoine Randall L.
Oh, what the heck?
And the thing about the Nebraska being so close to Ohio State, Indiana beat Nebraska 56-7.
Yeah.
So for Ohio State to struggle really bad and only win by 4, that's a really bad game by Ohio State. Anything else, Chad or Michael, from college football? I didn't pay attention to college football at all yesterday.
I was out and about yesterday. I did not. I unfortunately didn't watch anything. Thankfully, the Ducks maintained their number 1 spot by punishing. Who did they play? Was that Purdue? No, they already played Purdue.
Illinois.
Oh yeah, it was number 20. So it was a battle of top 25 teams.
Yeah, they look like a bona fide number 1.
Good. Keep it that way.
I mean, 8-0 beat Ohio State, Illinois. I mean, they still have a tough schedule, I think, after this.
Their
Michigan, Maryland, Wisconsin. So Michigan, it's going to be tough, and Wisconsin's going to be tough, but the rest of us is like, it's looking like they're going to be undefeated and go to the Big Ten championship.
Like it.
Michigan ain't shit.
I see LSU lost handily at Texas A&M, and that came down to they were up 17-7 at halftime and lost 38-23.
Oh my god. Oh my god, they're bad. It's Brian Kelly, man. I don't know how he's even only lost 2 games. He should have lost more.
I got to check on it because obviously I picked LSU to win on a parlay bet yesterday. And I think that they might have screwed me. They did. That was the only game I lost on a 8-pick parlay. Was that LSU game?
What do you get when you only get 1 pick wrong on an 8-pick parlay, or do you lose it all?
0.
Not
in
a
DraftKings. Unless you're in one of those weird like pick'em league prize picks or something like that.
Oh yeah, that's illegal here.
If you can bet for it to, your full bet is multiplied by 20. If you get 4 out of the 5, you get 60% or 6 times whatever. And there's some bets like that you can win, but not with DraftKings, unfortunately.
Unless they have a promo that does it.
Lame.
Yeah.
I did not get a chance. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was saying I was in Vegas last weekend for my grandfather's birthday, and unfortunately I did not get a chance to make any legal sports bets. Stayed far away from the gambling the whole time. It was a family only Vegas trip. Not a single moment was spent near a sports book. I could have done it on the app, but I didn't even have time for that.
So I currently have 4 parlays active for today.
I have a couple. I have a few.
That's just on DraftKings.
I have a few on DraftKings as well, and I've backed you on those too. The first game I actually have a parlay, and I'll say it what it is, and then I'll tweet it as well.
And then I have the ladder challenge in FanDuel. I added an extra pick in there.
Which ladder one?
Well, the Parlay Cafe.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I did them too.
Nice. but I think I added a pick in there.
Yeah.
I think I added Jamar Chase in there. So
All right. Well, let's get to these games.
yeah. So just quickly, Thursday night the Rams beat the Vikings.
Yeah. We don't need to talk about that.
Oh,
Yeah, we don't talk about that. That didn't happen.
a non-call face mask penalty that resulted in a safety. You couldn't have had a worse outcome on a play.
Man,
They
that
missed.
ref was right there. There's a freaking tweet from the LASIK eye surgery people saying, "Hey, all refs, come get your free surgery. This guy
That's
needs
so
it."
good. That's so good. But yeah, the Vikings lost. Unfortunately, that was my pick for Thursday night for them to win. But I didn't expect Puka to be fully healthy and targeted 39 times in the game. So that didn't help. But yeah, it's crazy how a week ago there was trade rumors about Cooper Kupp being traded, and now he's definitely not going anywhere.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah, he's not.
'Cause
He's not.
I was hoping to see him make his way to the other LA team. Stay local, but different uniform.
All right, let's get to today's games that kick off in less than 2 hours. So first, we got the Eagles at the Bengals. Bengals are favored by 2.5. Who are you all rolling with? Michael, you go first.
I am still not sold on the Bengals being competitive this year. I don't know. There's just something off about them ever since Joe Burrow kept on getting hurt, and he has the Ellen DeGeneres haircut. It's just hard to believe in him. So I'm going with the Eagles.
All right, Chad. You might have given your pick away already today
Why?
on this game with
Why?
your toboggan that you have on.
Oh, you know that they don't call it toboggans up here in the Northeast.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
When I first came up here, I called them toboggans, and they're like, "What the fuck are you beanies?" Or like
beanies.
Yeah.
They don't
West
call
Coasters are calling beanies. That's all we see.
They don't call them toboggans up here, and I called toboggan, and toboggan's actually I think a sled or some shit. And
no, that's my doctor, Dr. Mantis. Dr. Mantis Toboggan.
Yes, I am going with the Eagles. I have a minus 104 now. Same game parlay. It has AJ Brown plus or 40 plus yards receiving. Devonta Smith 25 yards plus receiving. AJ Brown 4 plus receptions. Saquon Barkley 40 yards rushing. And Chase Brown 25 yards rushing. And I just tweeted it out.
Same game
parlay.
Yeah.
And yeah, minus 104 right now. When I did it, it was plus 100. But still, I think it's gonna hit. I don't see AJ Brown's been pretty consistently above like 70 yards every game, and Devonta Smith is gonna be used more this week than he was last week. So. Jesus Christ!
One catch for negative 2 yards.
Yeah, we're not gonna. He cannot do that again. They will fix that. They definitely will. Kellen Moore, you know. So, and Saquon obviously has been just a beast, so I'm not really worried about that.
So I have a 6-pick parlay for today. 3 of the picks are from this game, Eagles-Bengals.
Can you share the bet and tweet it from FanDuel?
I can do that.
Fuck yeah.
Yep.
And I'll just do it that way. That way we can. Yeah.
So Devonta Smith, 3 catches and 25 receiving yards. And then Jamar Chase, 40 receiving yards. Those are the three picks from this game. And then I also have Jalen Waddle, 3 receptions, Rachaad White, 2 receptions, and David Montgomery, 25 rushing yards. And it's a plus 121 when I bet it. So right now it's still a plus 121. So not a bad pick. Should hit as long as Devontae Smith has a much better game.
Yeah. I just
today.
tweeted mine and I put a picture of the slip. Just the information from it so you could see. So you know what it is before you click it.
Yep. I will do the same thing here momentarily. But I'm actually rolling with the Bengals in this. They're at home. They really haven't played bad this year. They just haven't. They just on offense. Yeah, their defense is atrocious. Yes. Yeah. But they have an offense that can score 35, 40 points. So, and they're at home. I like them at home. And I don't know. Something about the Eagles this year. I don't know. It just doesn't feel right picking them in this game. So I'm going to roll with the Bengals.
Deep down, I know that the Eagles are going to lose. That's why I'm doing this parade of everything. The downfall's going to be crazy.
All right. Ravens at the Browns. I think we're pretty much all on the same page on this one, right?
Jameis is starting.
I mean, yeah, who knows?
Yay,
I feel like
I'm so excited.
Surprise from Jameis, but
he always delivers. He always delivers, dude. He is the best. He makes it exciting. You know what you're getting with Jameis, and it's chaos, and you just gotta love it. As long as he's not on your team, it doesn't matter.
My favorite quote from Jameis recently is
recently. I thought you were gonna go way back to college.
No, I don't know, but he's like, hey, you can't spell Winston without wins.
Wow.
Maybe there's one behind.
He's special. I love him.
Brown's about to go on a win streak. Winston. No, I'm not picking the Browns. The Ravens are definitely winning this.
Yeah, and we're all picking the Ravens.
Yeah, picking the Ravens. Yep.
All right. Titans at the Lions. This is the largest spread of the week, minus 12.5 for Detroit. That's I think we're all in agreement here too. With the Lions over the Titans.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't like this. I don't like the spread, but I like the Lions to win.
Yeah, 12.5. That's insane. But
that
I'm
seems
pretty sure
like seems like a trap game.
Maybe.
Never know.
Yeah, I don't like the.
They don't have Aiden Hutchinson anymore.
True. See, you're already convincing yourself.
Yeah, Lions easy in this one. All right, Cardinals at the Dolphins. Guess who is set to return to football? Mr. Concussion
Mr.
himself.
CTE.
Yes, Mr. CTE. Tua is back for the Dolphins. I bet Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill are very happy. At least
and
at
their
the start of the game.
Owners.
Yes, at least at the start of the game. You think he should wear that? I forgot what it's called.
Guardian cap.
Guardian cap. Yeah.
They asked him if he was going to wear it, and he said no.
There's been results that it doesn't do anything for big hits like that he takes. It's for the over the span of fucking 20 years, the small hits. And it'll reduce it. But for the big hits like his dumbass takes, because he does it on it looks like he does it on purpose. He leads with his head like a fucking idiot, like it's a battering ram.
The last interception, he lowered his head. Yeah, it was just like, are you
so dumb
kidding me?
He's so dumb. And the CTE is gonna be coming through.
I'm pretty sure soon. That's the CTE making the decisions now. Yes, more.
It's like a parasite. Yeah, it's like a parasite. Yeah.
I don't understand why he did the last one he did. The other ones previous were just like him getting sacked and just head bouncing off the ground or something like that, you know.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Chad, who you rolling with? Dolphins or the Cardinals?
I am going with the. I started with the Cardinals, but then Tua's back, and I mean, I think
The Cardinals
that
had
they've
that
probably figured
convincing
it
win
out.
last week.
The Dolphins had to have figured it out from the last time Tua played, because they didn't look good when they were playing, but they were also playing the Bills, who are pretty good. And the Cardinals aren't as good as the Bills, which we saw in the very first game of the year. Yeah, I'm going with Dolphins. As long as Tua doesn't get hurt again. And I have someone in this game in my 17 leg parlay. Trey McBride, 25 plus receiving yards. So it's tight ends. It's tight ends, National Tight Ends Day. So I did a 17 leg parlay with like every single tight end that's playing to get 25 yards. Every starting one. It's a plus.
Wow.
It's a plus 12,000.
Hey, why is there no National Fullback Day?
I know,
fullback.
right?
Dude, could you imagine the betting odds on that?
Ooh, that'd be
A fullback.
get 25
I don't
the
even
start-
know if
No.
fullbacks even exist anymore. I feel like most teams don't even list
absolutely.
fullbacks.
Ricard.
There's three.
He's a battering
Yeah,
ram
there's
for
three.
Derrick Henry.
Yeah, I
CJ
guess
Ham,
technically the
Juszczyk.
Chargers have a defensive
Check.
tackle.
Yeah,
slash-
CJ Hammond. Yeah.
Our defensive tackle is a hybrid fullback / defensive tackle. They use him like Ricard, Matlock.
Oh, Chad, I actually tailed you on that 17 pick bet. I didn't even know what it was. I just did it.
Yeah, I did it for the tight ends day.
Yeah. I just trailed it to trail it. All right. Who did you pick in this one, Chad?
Dolphins.
Dolphins. All right, Michael.
Dolphins.
Believe I picked the Dolphins as well. Yeah, Dolphins as well. Just making sure I don't contradict myself on the sleeper app. So making sure it's accurate.
Yeah, I'm always looking at it to make sure I'm picking the right thing.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, wait, I switched to
Jets.
the Dolphins.
Jets at the Patriots. Haason Reddick is officially a Jet, a participant of the Jets, and he will start today. Jets are favored by 7 in this. Michael, who do you have?
Well, until I heard that news about Haason Reddick, I mean, man, Jets #1 contender AFC now. I mean, Super Bowl or bust. No, but seriously, I can't believe they wasted that much time, like
On a
trying to
1-year
get
deal.
on the field. Like they lost so much value out of him. It's insane. I
On a
just-
1-year deal. It's not even a 1-year deal. It's an 8-week deal. It's not. I mean,
exactly, like he fleeced them. Oh my gosh. I would have just cut him or trade him at that point. I mean, like I don't know. Is he even gonna like? Does he even want to play NFL right now? Did he just like pull a fast one and just get you guys to pay for his New York penthouse? It's like what? I don't know. We'll see. I don't think the Jets are going anywhere. Part of the problem, or a huge part of the problem, is Jackie Moon running the program over there, pulling the strings from the quarterback position. So, but the Patriots, I mean, I did see a couple stats about Drake May. Like he's actually doing pretty good despite his team. I mean, he's still putting up yards, but he's just in a losing effort. So I don't know. I think there is some potential for him if the Patriots can ever figure out how to rebuild a team. But not this year. We'll take the Jets.
all right, Chad.
Yeah, Jets. You just talked a lot just to talk about how the Patriots are bad. There's no way
Hey, man.
no way the fucking Patriots are beating the Jets this week. Devontae Adams goes for 2 touchdowns. Easy.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
What's the betting odds on that one?
Not as high as you think. Probably like plus
Really?
3,000.
Okay.
I would guess.
I mean, do you think New York people are even paying attention to the NFL right now? Like, both the Jets and the Giants are
They will
garbage.
today because there's no World Series game today.
I know, but
They'll pay attention today.
both the Jets and the Giants are terrible. They have the Yankees who just started off 0-2. Man, it's got to be tough right now. Or the Knicks.
Knicks didn't look good in game 1. No, Knicks
Ugh.
didn't look good
No,
in
they
the
got
opening
their
game.
ass whipped. They got their ass whipped by the Celtics. The Celtics
Must
fucking
suck to be a New
wiped
York
the
fan right now.
floor with them.
Nice.
Like, it wasn't even close at all. Jay, shut the fuck up. I can edit that out.
They did blow out Indiana last night, though, or Friday night. Not last night, Friday night. All right, Falcons at the Buccaneers. I don't know if I said it or not, but I picked the Jets as well. It's an easy pick. Falcons at the Buccaneers. Atlanta's favored by 2. Man, what a devastating weekend last weekend for the Buccaneers. They lose Mike Evans in the first
And
half
Chris Godwin.
to a hamstring injury. Who knows how serious that's going to be. And then with 45 seconds left in the game, Chris Godwin broke his ankle. What a disaster of a weekend.
Same thing applies to Christian Darrisaw. Like, why are you even running the ball on the 5-yard line with 30 seconds left? You're not going to do anything. Just kneel the ball.
Offensive lineman for the Vikings, yeah.
Disgusting.
Yeah, and the game was competitive for the Vikings up until that point. That tackle Darrisaw is definitely going to hurt you guys going forward.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely seemed like a.
But I mean, the Buccaneers weren't going to win anyway. So why you? I mean.
Oh yeah, no, I was so sad to see Chris Godwin go down. He's been their most consistent. I mean, Mike Evans always there too, but I mean, Godwin seems to be just always chugging along right there with him.
And it's just the Buccaneers were looking pretty good too, overall. And I don't know. Now it's definitely all on Baker. He's going to have to pull out some Heisman magic for them to be relevant for the next month or two, for however long Mike Evans is out. Has it been listed on how long he's out yet? Was he put on IR or anything?
Godwin?
No. Evans.
Evans is gonna be. He's like week to week.
Is he? Oh,
I think
okay. So
actually it may be like 4 to 6 weeks. I think he comes back after their bye or something like that. He's gonna miss some games.
Yeah. Will likely remain out through Buccaneers week 11 bye due to a moderate right hamstring. Okay, so it's not as bad as it looked when he was hurt. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Falcons at the Bucks. Chad, who you got?
Falcons. I don't think it's without Godwin and Evans. I don't think that they'll be able to overcome that. It's a huge fucking loss. But I mean, they still have players. I mean, it's still going to be close because the Falcons always keep it close with every game they play.
They haven't really like. Wow, I think they wowed us one game.
Maybe
one game.
That
was the comeback. That was that comeback win. I forgot who that was against. I forgot.
It'd been the Bucks.
It might have been the Bucks. Yeah.
Yeah, they won 36-30 against the Bucks.
Yeah, that was in overtime. Yep, that was the one.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Michael, Falcons or Bucks?
Let me see. I really wanted to go with the Bucks. I feel like they're gonna play for.
Moment?
Yeah, I don't know. I just think Tampa Baker is gonna prove his worth this week. I think he's gonna say, "Hey, yeah, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, they're good, but I'm about to make things work with Sterling Shepard." Yeah. Sterling Shepard's about to go off. So let's
That's
go with the
why.
Buccaneers.
That's why I put in my parlay for Ricard White to get 2 catches today. Because who else is going to catch the football?
Is it Ricard or is
It's
it Rashad?
It's Rashad.
Whatever. Okay, whatever. You know who I'm talking about.
Okay.
Michael says names wrong all the time, and then when
Yeah,
you say one thing wrong, he's like, "What?
Exactly.
Who's the head coach of the Houston Texans, Michael?"
Demeco Ryans. Is it D'Amico? Demeco?
Let me give Michael a list of NBA players to mention and see how many he gets right.
I don't even know half the NBA players. You're gonna tell me a name and I don't even know who it is.
The guy for the Milwaukee Bucks, what's his name?
Oh,
Michael?
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Ah, so close, yet so far away.
Uh,
Giannis
Greek-
Antetokounmpo.
I mean, that's exactly what I said.
All right. I picked the Falcons. I just think the injuries are too much for the Bucks to overcome. So all right. Packers at the Jaguars. The Packers are favored by 3.5. And this is an easy pick for me. I'm rolling with my team and the Green Bay Packers. Who you got, Michael?
Yeah, this is the easy pick as well for me. Jaguars still not looking good this year overall. I mean, they finally got a decent win, but that's only because they had the advantage. They stayed in London for 2 weeks, so Packers.
And it's going to be a near 80-degree day, no rain in Jacksonville. So
Nice.
a perfect game. All right, Chad.
Yeah, so the Jaguars are traveling back home from being at home. So
They're home away from home.
Yeah, they're bad. The Packers are good, and that's really all it's gonna matter. Doug Peterson may get fired after this game.
Especially if it's a blowout.
Yeah, and
And our defense, man.
Yeah, your defense is, and your offense is getting even more help with Robert Salah telling the offense how the defense works. So now you have. I don't really see the Jaguars being able to keep up. The Packers are too good. I don't know if Jordan Love's any good. I don't really follow anything that he does just because he's.
So here's my analysis of Jordan Love. Last year, he looked Aaron Rodgers-esque. Okay.
He does have the throw like the
This year he looks like Brett Favre. He does not care. He's fitting the football in where he wants it to go. Whether it's maybe he wants it to go to the defender, because that's what it looks like. It looks like Brett Favre this year. He's gunslinging it. He's not. He's trying to force passes, and that's a recipe for disaster. Because defenders are so much more talented now in picking the football off.
I welcome that. I welcome him doing that and losing. So,
right.
But he's not going to lose against the Jaguars.
No. I think the Packers need this win because our next 5, I think Detroit is in there twice in our next 5. And then we have Chicago, the 49ers, and the Dolphins. So I think you need to get this easy win. All right, Colts at the Texans, last 1:00 game. Colts at the Texans. Chad, who you got?
I have the Texans. They didn't look really good last week. Who did they play last week? The Packers?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, they didn't look good against the Packers, but they're better than the Colts, so they'll beat the Colts.
All right, Michael.
Texans.
All right, Saints at your Chargers, Michael. This is hopefully this is not a trap game for you guys.
I mean, I don't know. It's hard to have faith in our team when Greg Roman's manufactured an offense with no touchdowns in
keep
like
talking.
the last 6 or 7 quarters. I don't know. I haven't seen a touchdown in forever, it feels like, with the Chargers offense. But their defense is well coached, and they have a bunch of people out on defense, but somehow our Jesse Minter, the Michigan's old defensive coordinator that Harbaugh brought in, has got this defense looking good, and Spencer Rattler doesn't look like he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna be able to pull it off. Maybe Kamara can help out a little bit, but Chargers for sure.
Yeah, I like the Chargers in this. It's amazing how quickly the season changed for New Orleans because they came out of the gates hot, running the football. Alvin Kamara was on another level, and then they've just literally hit the ground. I mean, I don't know what has happened with them, but they are not good, and I don't think the Chargers are great by any means, but I think they're better. So I like the Chargers in this one too. Chad, Saints at the Chargers.
Saints at the Chargers. You know, I mean, you already said it. Saints are bad. I mean, how many yards did Kamara get that one week? I mean, it's just a shit show there.
Like
Spencer Rattler.
19.
I didn't put any money on this game at all.
No.
There's just
no.
You don't bet it. You don't bet with the Saints. You don't bet against the Saints. Just leave the Saints alone. Just let them destroy themselves. They're not good. But the Chargers are mediocre. So they're going to beat them, and it's going to be a shit game. And Michael's going to be happy because Jim Harbaugh gets another win by running the ball 85% of the time.
It's a really hard team to watch. They're not as fun to watch anymore. It's terrible.
Yeah, it's not good.
So in the Saints' last 5 games, their point total hasn't added up to what they scored in the first 2 weeks.
Sounds about right. They've been that bad.
That's bad. Really bad.
Yeah.
All right, Bills at the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks kind of surprised some people last week with their win, and and how they won. You know, they just decimated the Falcons. So, is it going to be something shocking in this one, or are the Bills just that much better? What do you think, Chad?
Seahawks are missing DK.
Oh, that's
pretty
right.
Big piece of their offense. They don't have to worry about DK. I don't know. He's hurt. His vagina's hurt or something. I don't know.
Did you see that block at the end zone? He was prison holding him. It's just you're not moving.
DK is not a pussy, but he hurt something on one of the plays last week, and he's not playing today. But yeah, Seahawks are not terrible, but they're not going to beat the Bills.
Doubtful with a knee injury.
Yeah.
All right, so you're rolling with the Bills.
Yep.
Not that that's a surprise. Yep. All right, Michael.
Yeah, I'm going with the Bills as well.
We're all on the same page with the Bills. Easy pick, especially with the DK news. All right. The CBS ugly game of the week. It's the Panthers at the Broncos. It's just you have to pick somebody in this game, and I think I'm gonna roll with the
Let me make it easy
the
for
team
you.
that
Let me make it easy
doesn't.
for you. Bryce Young is starting.
Yeah, well, that just made it easier. It was already easy. I'm going to go with the team that's won 4 games as opposed to 1.
Man,
How is this
Canales,
line
man.
not higher? This line's not that high, I don't think.
Because the Broncos are not that good.
They've beat people though. The line's 11.5. Never mind, it is pretty high. They beat
they beat the Saints, Raiders, Jets, and the Buccaneers. So
pretty
two of
decent.
the 4 wins. Sure, I'll give you that.
They haven't looked horrible.
They lost to the Seahawks, Steelers, and then they lost to the Chargers.
All who are winning teams.
True. Well, the Seahawks are 500, but they're not losing.
Or Chargers are 500 too.
Yeah.
Well,
Or no, Seahawks are not
losing.
500. Yeah,
not
Chargers
losing
are
record.
500.
Non-losing record teams.
Yes,
okay, I can call you. You want me to call your team a loser, Michael?
I mean, it's hard. It's hard to not call them. It's hard to call them a winner for sure. That's all I'll say.
Long run winners.
Eventually,
You got Harbaugh.
Yeah. This is the pain before the gain.
All right, and then on to the greatest quarterback to be playing football right now in Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. They're on the road in Vegas against the Raiders. Michael, you're going with the Raiders in this, right?
Oh God, I hope the Raiders win, but no. Chiefs in the NFL are going to win this one. So, congrats to the Chiefs and the refs and the NFL and the Swifties. 7-0. Mahomes will throw 3 picks. That'll somehow get reversed and end up as a touchdown for the other team.
So Patrick Mahomes has fully replaced Tom Brady now. The process is complete.
He's getting the Brady treatment. Yeah, now he's definitely morphing into him.
You hate him that much that he turned into the person you hated the most.
I mean, I'm just used to it by now. He's less hateable because he doesn't do the fucking bullshit like stonewalling at the interviews, and you just like they act like they're fucking government organization over there. You know, like no, we don't talk about things.
That was Belichick, though.
I know, but it still was just like. Just rubbed you the wrong way, and then you just like they managed to like not they never had any good teams, like they didn't have any players, but just like fucking pulling rabbits out of their hat, you know. With
it's funny
Brent
because
Brown
Belichick's great. He's great on the Manning cast. If y'all haven't seen it, he's fantastic. He's not quiet at all.
Who?
Belichick.
Oh yeah, love Belichick.
Yeah, he lobs some shade bombs nonstop.
You know who I've been listening to recently that I absolutely love, always loved him since he's been a coach, John Gruden. He's been popping up on my TikTok. He was on Pardon My Take this Friday.
Okay.
He's
making his comeback. He waited
long
enough.
Yeah, he's not.
Get all the emails.
He does his thing where he's like he analyzes film and he does all this stuff, and he in the off season players and coaches come to him and they talk about like all this film breakdown and all this shit he does like he would if he was a coach, and he does every day. He goes in, that's his life. He loves it. He loves doing it, and it's awesome. They talked about the Bucks. They talked about the Raiders. They talked about the Raiders again. So the Raiders are gonna lose, but the Chiefs are gonna win.
Well, wait. Does Tom Brady being a partial owner impact this at all? No,
I don't think so.
No.
I think he can still call the game.
He can call the game. He just can't go to practices.
Pre-game.
He can't
Pre-game shit.
do any of the pre-game stuff.
Is he on this game?
I don't know.
I have no idea. No clue.
I'll look it up real quick. Keep talking.
Yeah.
But I think we're well, I know Chad and I definitely are picking the Chiefs in this. There's no betting against Patrick Mahomes.
I'm not picking
Um,
for sure.
all right,
He's
Uh,
doing the Buffalo Bills game.
Bill Seahawks.
Bills
Okay.
Seahawks. It should be a good game. So
Mm-hmm. I wonder who Jim Nance and Tony Romo are doing this week. Look that one up too.
I feel like Chiefs Raiders sounds like they usually go with the
They've
best
been on
CBS games.
they've been on some of the 1:00 games lately. Let's see.
we only
They
have
are.
one more 4 p.m. game.
Oh God.
Bears Commanders.
They're doing the Panthers Broncos game.
Oh.
What an awful game to
I
do.
told you it was America's game of the week.
Romo's getting demoted.
Wow.
He's done too many games where
Is he bringing Nance with him?
Wasn't prepared. He's bringing Nance
He's bringing the whole ship down. Just like he did in the Cowboys.
Jim Nance is like, I don't care. I've already said I'm retiring soon.
The Eagles and Bengals get Ian Eagle and Charles Davis.
Who do I have to listen to with the Chargers game?
Chargers game.
It's gonna be
House.
it's gonna be Gus Johnson.
Oh, it doesn't show, so it can't be any of the top. It can't be any of the top 8 broadcasting groups. So,
I mean, yeah, this
There you
one's
go.
definitely on the bottom of peak NFL interest.
they're gonna pull John Madden AI, is what they'll do for that.
They're gonna put it on ESPN Ocho like they hit the Chargers game last week on ESPN Plus only. It had like one of the worst streaming numbers of any NFL game ever, and it's because they put it on ESPN Plus exclusively. I don't know what kind of BS that is, forcing people to do that, and competing it against another Monday night game that was actually a decent Monday night game. Like what?
Yeah, the Ravens and Buccaneers. Nobody was gonna watch your own game. It doesn't matter what channel it was on.
I know, but stop this freaking doubleheader shit.
Stop the madness with the fucking doubleheaders. I agree.
Yeah,
It's bullshit.
yeah.
It's fucking ESPN, fucking greedy ass. They want to have everything. And they're bad at everything, but they just keep getting more shit. It's all about the money. All about the Benjamins.
One of the games that should be really good. Bears at the Commanders. But how's Jaden Daniels?
Hurt.
How is he? How is he actually playing?
I don't think so.
Oh, he's not playing?
I don't think so. I don't think he is.
Oh, well, that might not be a good game. Washington's still favored, though.
They could.
If he was out, I don't think
They haven't made a determination yet, but I think he's going to be out.
See how he feels during pregame warm-ups. So, I guess we'll know here in about, it's 11:54 Eastern time right now. I guess we'll find out.
25 start.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. I guess we won't find out shortly.
Yeah, I know.
About 3 hours from now, then. Well, if Jaden Daniels does start and play,
it's gonna be a good game.
This should be a really good game. I'm taking the Commanders in this in the hopes that Jaden Daniels plays. So that's who I'm picking for this one. Chad, who you have?
I am going with the Bears because I don't think Jaden Daniels is gonna play. If Jaden Daniels plays, I would probably take the Redskins.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. I was like, I don't think Jaden Daniels is good. I think that rib injury is gonna keep him out this week, or even if he does play, I think it might hinder the way he could play. So, yeah, I'm going with the Bears. This would have been an amazing matchup, though, had they both been healthy. Is basically the two best rookie quarterbacks that duke it out. So that's disappointing. We're gonna miss that this year. That happened the same year when Herbert and Burrow came out. I think Burrow was hurt right initially.
All right, then we have Sunday Night Football. Cowboys at the 49ers. Both teams have not looked good this year.
Should I go to that game? Is it worth it?
Tickets are probably cheap.
Let's see, probably.
Yeah. Tickets as low as $103.
It's not terrible.
For
that's
San Francisco, that's cheap.
No, for that stadium, that's too much. I guess it is a night game, but still, I don't want to deal with that.
Mike Parsons is still out. Yeah, it's just Kittle and I don't even know if Kittle and Samler are playing. They're still questionable.
Samuels was playing. I think he was dealing with some illness, and I think he's gonna play. I don't even know.
Kittle has a foot injury, so I don't know.
Ayuk's down for the season, so is
you're playing
Jennings.
You're playing the Cowboys. So all you have to do is run the ball 59 times, and
they know how to run the ball.
Easily win. Yeah, I don't think Kittle would be needed from a passing standpoint in this game. All right, Cowboys at the 49ers. Who you all rolling with?
Taking the home team.
Last two games that these two teams have played have been against the top of each conference. So the Cowboys lost to the Lions and the 49ers lost to the Kansas City Chiefs. Before that, the Cowboys won 2 games and the 49ers won one. Won one, lost one, won one, lost one. So 49ers going to win because they lost one. Now they have to win one because that's how the pattern goes. Also, the Cowboys are bad.
Mm-hmm.
And the 49ers, yeah, they lost Ayuk, but I mean, they're just going to run the shit out of the ball against them and just kill them.
My pick for the Cowboys being the division winner is not looking good.
No.
That was a bad pick. But
my Jaguars one was bad too.
Pretty sure I picked the Commanders.
You did, but I wasn't expecting Jane Daniels to look as good as he's looked.
I wasn't either. I mean, I just figured the team overall around him was going to help him out, but he was carrying the team.
I did think he was going to win Rookie of the Year,
yeah,
but
we both said that.
Not. I didn't have him winning the division at all. Yeah, that was the only division that all 4 of us picked a different winner. For the division.
Yeah, it goes Michael, me, you. And then Kyle, way at the bottom with the
Giants. I mean, good pick, Kyle. Giants definitely were going to be competitive this year. I can see where you're coming from.
Next year, we should do a snake draft of winners of each division.
Oh, nobody can pick the same, so you're stuck with it.
All right, Monday Night Football. Giants, as we just mentioned, at the Steelers. Is Malik Neighbors is back? Is Daniel Jones playing?
Let me check.
So. Yeah, he's healthy. He's
okay.
Playing. Yeah, he's back in the lineup.
Okay. Yeah,
all right.
That doesn't matter. That shouldn't matter though.
Wait, questionable. Never mind.
Justin Fields isn't playing because Russell Wilson's back starting.
Yeah. All right, Chad, who you have in this?
Steelers. It shouldn't even be a question.
I know, but I ask it anyway.
Giants
Michael
have combined scored 10 points in the last 2 games.
Not gonna touch there's already some teams that you just like are gonna be top 5 picks. Giants are one of them, right up there with the Panthers. One of the worst teams.
All right. Anything else from the NFL y'all wanted to mention?
No.
Nope. Okay. Quickly to the NBA. So we've had the first almost week almost week of the NBA season, and two teams have looked better than the rest, and that is your Celtics, Chad. Struggle win last night against Detroit, but
Detroit's a little better than everyone expected.
Yeah,
Playing with heart.
Mm-hmm. But obviously you're not going to blow out every team every game, so
Nope.
it's bound to happen. But y'all have beaten the Knicks, the Wizards, and the Pistons to start 3-0. My pick for Tatum for MVP is looking good to start.
Yeah.
He's he's got that chip, man. It might be a bag of chips on those shoulders.
Yeah, he's just a little mad about the fucking Olympics.
Being
He's just
11th on the depth chart. Being 11th.
Yeah,
on the Olympic depth chart. Yeah. Asinine, by the way. Just asinine. Not the 11th best player in the league.
No, he's not. He's proven it. He's
Yes.
he's on a different level this year. I knew that he was gonna have a chip. I didn't know he was gonna be. I didn't know he's gonna be doing this.
Chips. I think I've said this before, but man, they introduced these new flavors of chips, and Jason Tatum's chip was hands down the best.
Oh yeah,
the flaming barbecue. Those things are delicious. I recommend the NBA players anymore, but his name was the first one on there.
Oh yeah,
and that was pretty good.
Oh, I love it.
And the other team that has started hot, not expected, to be honest.
No.
We didn't know what to expect in the Lakers. They have started off 3-0 as well, and they've beaten the Timberwolves, the Suns, and they just beat the Kings last night. And Anthony Davis, on another level. Dude, he's averaging 34 points a game.
Oh my god.
This is if you can get Davis at 34 points a game and 10 rebounds, 12 rebounds a game right now is what he's averaging. If you can get that every game, oh man, that is a recipe for success. Last night the Lakers were down, or not last night, excuse me, to Phoenix. The Lakers were down 22, and they came back and won. Last night they were going into the fourth quarter down 7, and LeBron scored he scored 16 of the first 19 points in the fourth quarter for the Lakers. He went crazy hot last night. LeBron ended with a triple-double last night, and these games, all of these games so far for the Lakers, last year, they would have lost all 3 of these. They would have lost. They wouldn't have been able to, once they fall behind, they couldn't claw themselves back in any game last year. And I think, Davis playing as well as he is, but man, dude, we've got to give props to JJ and how he's coaching.
Yeah.
Because he has made massive adjustments to this offense and just how it's run. And I know I didn't pick him, but Dalton Connect, he can't miss. that guy's hitting fallback, getting landed on threes. I mean, dude, he's unreal. Steal of the draft. Definitely the steal of the draft. For sure.
He could be looking at rookie of the year.
I know. I didn't pick him. I picked Reed Shepard.
I pick him? I think I picked him.
I have to. Let me see.
I can't remember now.
You did. You picked Dalton Connect for Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, he's fucking good. He's really fucking good. Definitely a steal.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, so far it's been an interesting opening week. Klay Thompson hasn't looked bad for Dallas. Fits right in
his career.
Luka did a Steph moment. Did you see that the other night?
I did see it. And I vomited everywhere.
He passed it to Klay Thompson, and immediately just ran down the floor without looking to see if Klay made it or not.
Oh, I got 3 months of NBA League Pass for free with FanDuel.
Oh, did you?
So I have League Pass now. I can watch all the games.
Oh,
Nice.
okay. Yeah, I have it on my YouTube TV
Sorry, Michael.
package. So.
Oh, you wouldn't even care. You don't even like basketball.
That's true.
But it's sad that Michael can't bet and stuff. That's just it's a national travesty. Travesty. It should be illegal everywhere, just like marijuana.
Eventually.
It's just as addicting.
All right. On to the plus minus.
Oh, did we
so
say
can get out of
Bronny
here
was
and
going
get
to the
ready
G
for
League?
this one. Oh no!
Yeah, Bronny's
he's
going to the G League, right where he belonged. He was not a NBA draft player who should have been drafted. It was a good moment for him to be out there with his dad. And I don't know how many minutes I know he played like 3 minutes the first game, but I don't know if he's played any more.
He is not.
It was just a publicity stunt, and I just think he did. I mean, good for him. He's never going to be anything in the NBA. His brother will.
I think, his brother is. Yeah, Bryce is way more like LeBron, as far as the type of player. You know, obviously Bronny is smaller. He's 6'2", 6'3". He's a guard. He is known for defense. That's just what he's known for. He's known to defend. So I think he can be a solid defender. You know, putting the work in and the time in. And he obviously has. You know, he's going to get the best of everything in order to prepare him for it. But I think they needed to get that moment out of the way, because you can't every single game. Hey, you know, we going to have this moment yet? Every game you're going to have that. You had to get it out of the way. Now that the Lakers have finished they're about to start a 5-game road trip. So he's off to the G League. That's what the plan was at the beginning of the season, and they're sticking to it. So,
never coming back.
Yeah, I don't think so. The way the team is playing, there's no need. There's no need to throw him out there, even in garbage time. Let him develop.
See what happens. Maybe a couple of years in the G League is what he needs, and he'll become a NBA star, or not a starter, but a role player.
Mm-hmm.
Never know.
Yeah.
I still wish he would have stayed in college one more year or two.
I think
could have made NIL money.
I mean, he was a McDonald's All-American before his cardiac arrest that he had.
That's what I'm saying. You know? Like, stay in college for a little bit, develop more, and.
But they wanted this moment. We don't know. I mean, the way LeBron's playing, he'll play next year, you know, barring any catastrophic injury. But you know, you don't know if he was going to play another year. So I think that played a part in him going to the NBA this year.
Imagine if Bronny James' name was not Bronny James. It was like Caden Smith or something like that. He would have never got drafted. He would have never done any of this stuff. Literally,
completely agreed.
It's all because of LeBron. And I mean,
completely agree.
I don't know. It just seems skeevy and weird to do it when he's not that good, though. When he's not that, if he was ready to be in the NBA, I get it. Like,
sure.
Why don't you just fucking? Why do they have to draft him? Fully guarantee his fucking contract, all this stuff. Have him play a few minutes and then send him off to the G League, just because of LeBron.
Let's see who was drafted after him, and those that went undrafted. Are any of those players going to have a better career than him? We'll have to keep an eye on that. Maybe. I agree with you. He shouldn't have been drafted. I agree.
We'll see what happens.
But
maybe there's something there. He's got the dog in him like LeBron does. Maybe we'll see. He'll definitely have to work harder than LeBron did.
Yes, because he has very limited offensive skills.
Yes.
So, but when LeBron came in the league, he didn't have a jump shot.
Yeah.
You know, he was known as a 10 feet in guy, an attacker of the rim. So, we'll see. I just give him a couple years to develop, and then we'll give him a real grade. All right, plus minus. What do you got, Michael?
Plus is I gotta take my daughter to the aquarium yesterday, and it was probably the most fun I've seen our daughter have yet. She's starting to grow and be more active, so that was really fun. Minus, I don't know if I really have a minus right now. I guess maybe I'm about to start working a shit ton at my job, and I don't know. This next month's gonna be hell for me. Gonna be averaging 50-hour plus work weeks for most of November. So, not looking forward to that. But once it's done, should be able to relax going into the holidays.
All right, Chad.
Well, my minus is pretty bad. I went through a period of time where I was not making any money, and I had two places to live, and I incurred a lot of debt, and that debt's catching up with me, and I need to pay it off soon. To pay it off and to keep my job. So I was about to ready to sell my house, but then I discovered a different way to go about everything. So my negative was I was stressing out about this. Just having to sell your house to get access equity is never really a great thing to have to do. But sometimes you have to do it to save, save your credit and save your job. But I found a different way and to access my home equity, since I have a lot, and I'll be receiving hopefully an approval soon to get that money and to pay off almost all of my debt and be able to fix my car and the truck. And I am also working on getting 100% disability from VA, which is completely life-changing. So a lot of negativity in the beginning of the week, but at the end of the week, looking pretty good. So it was I've been stressed out about this for about a year. I don't know why I didn't look into this more. And I'm not refinancing my house, so I'm not doing that. I'm just accessing the equity, and then when I sell the house, I pay a certain amount to these people, which is it's basically a loan, but you pay the interest at the end. And no matter what happens, I won't ever owe any money to them. Like, even my house devalues, I'll still be able to pay them and not have to worry about paying out of pocket to them. So looking pretty good.
Well, hopefully it all works out.
Me too. Especially the 100%. I need that. That's incredible.
All right. So that was your...
I definitely going to reach out to you about the disability thing after this.
Yes.
Anybody else too? Veterans, reach out. Hit us up.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because it's definitely life-changing. The amount of stress it will take away from you, and financially and medically, and you get there's so many different benefits that you get for being 100% disabled that it makes it, all the effort you put into it is worth it at the end.
All right. For me, my plus minus is it's actually in the same subject. World Series. Plus is that Dodgers are up 2-0, but the minus is Ohtani's hurt. That's it's not good. It's not I'm dreading to hear what news comes out today about all of his scans and testing and stuff. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. Not definitely not looking forward to it. Hopefully it's positive. But and then we still haven't gotten the college football updated rankings yet. Kind of surprised. Normally it comes out around noon. But
Yeah.
but it hasn't come out yet. So maybe they're really debating on what to do. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
All right.
That's weird.
Anything else from you guys?
Nope.
All right. Well, that was episode 96 of the Two Guys, Two Seamen podcast, and we will be back next week. Hopefully the Dodgers are World Series champions by then. Talk to you then.